Electronic voting machines are hauled to the most remote corners of India for what's set to be the largest election ever recorded. As polls open, some 969 million people, around 12% of the world's population, are eligible to vote for the country's next leader. The party that wins a majority of the votes for the 543 seats in the lower house of parliament will appoint one of its winning candidates as Prime Minister. Current Prime Minister Narendra Modi is standing for a rare third term in power with the Bharatiya Janata Party against an alliance of opposition parties seeking to unseat him.
अगर कांग्रेस को आपने एक भी वोट दिया, कम्युनिस्टों को एक भी वोट दिया, तो केंद्र में सरकार नहीं बना सकता। आपका वोट बेकार जाएगा। और इसलिए आपका वोट बीजेपी की सरकार बनाएगा, एक गारंटी है।
To undertake this mammoth exercise in democracy, the voting will be split into 7 phases across different states, spanning around 6 weeks. The first phase is now underway. More than 2,600 political parties are registered, but Modi's primary opponent is an alliance of 26 parties led by the main opposition, Indian National Congress. At its helm is Rahul Gandhi, who comes from a family long involved in Indian politics. Opinion polls show Modi with the BJP, who has been in power since 2014, is the clear frontrunner. He has gained accolades for elevating India into a world power being courted by the West, while his Hindu nationalist agenda has won him support among India's 80% Hindu population. Modi has pledged continued economic development, infrastructure building, and lifting families out of poverty if he retains leadership.
A very large number of the same voter who would say they are feeling the pinch of price rise, but they would say, but this government is doing very well on account of various other things. One is sense of pride to the Hindu population, Hindu majority population of this country.
But despite Modi's pledges and successes, the country's wealth remains concentrated at the very top of society, and the gap between the rich and poor is only widening. There is also widespread anger among farmers, a huge influential voting bloc, who say they have suffered under Modi's government, while minorities fear a Hindu nationalist agenda will impact their religious freedoms. And despite India's elections generally seen as fair and free, the BJP has been accused of undertaking various measures to skew the election, including eroding the media and politically motivated crackdowns on the opposition.
You have a facade of an election, okay, to show that we are a democracy. But democracy is not only about elections. And even that election facade is not being played out properly in the sense that it's you know how much under attack it is. So democracy will survive. Democracy is not just elections every 5 years. It's much more than that.
The opposition's campaign is focused on ending chronic unemployment, reducing inflation, and battling so-called corrupt capitalism that they say has flourished under the Modi government. The results of this election will not only have a domestic impact, but also an international one, with New Delhi becoming an increasingly important partner on the world stage, especially for countries like the UK and US, who are looking to counterbalance China's influence. The election will run until June 1st, with results to be announced on June 4th. Now building outside the polling stations, the first line of voters, these eligible citizens making a choice that could transform not just the face of India, but global geopolitics. Dolphine, Chen and Rosie Grenenger for TaiwanPlus.